Selena Marie Gomez was born on July 22, 1992, in Grand Prairie, Texas, of Dallas. Her early life was anything but glamorous. Her mother, Mandy T. Faye, was just 16 years old when she gave birth to Selena, and her father, Ricardo Joel Gomez, came from a Mexican-American background. Selena's parents divorced when she was only 5 years old, leaving her to be raised primarily by her mother. Growing up, Selena often spoke about the financial struggles they faced. Mandy worked several jobs at once just to keep the lights on and food on the table. Selena's early interest in performing arts was nurtured by her mother, a former theater actress herself. Watching her mom rehearse lines and prepare for shows sparked a fire in Selena that never really dimmed. By the time she was 7, she was auditioning for local roles, and in 2002, she got her first big break, a role on the children's show Barney and Friends, where she met her future best friend and sometimes rival, Demi Lovato. Her time on Barney lasted 2 years, but Selena was hungry for more. She moved into guest appearances on shows like The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Hannah Montana. Disney Channel executives saw potential in her, and soon enough, Selena landed the lead role in Wizards of Waverly Place, a sitcom about a teenage wizard growing up in New York City. The show was a hit, turning Selena into a household name almost overnight. Despite her newfound fame, Selena remained grounded, at least at first. She often credited her mom for keeping her humble and focused. But fame, as it does for so many child stars, brought its share of complications. By the age of 16, Selena was not only starring in a hit TV series but also launching her music career with the formation of her band, Selena Gomez and the Scene. Their debut album Kiss and Tell went gold, driven by the success of singles like Naturally. The early 2010s were a whirlwind for Selena. Between filming, touring, and endorsing brands like Adidas and Coach, she barely had time to breathe. And then came the relationship that would catapult her into a new stratosphere of media obsession, Justin Bieber. Selena and Justin's on-again, off-again romance was the subject of relentless tabloid scrutiny for nearly a decade. Their relationship was passionate, messy, and deeply public, with social media battles, cryptic tweets, and endless speculation from fans and the press. Though they were often seen as the quintessential young Hollywood couple, behind the scenes, things were far from perfect. Selena later described their relationship as toxic and a source of significant emotional turmoil. But Justin wasn't the only source of controversy in Selena's life. Throughout the 2010s, rumors swirled about Selena's health, substance use, and emotional breakdowns. In 2014, she secretly entered rehab, initially claiming it was for exhaustion, but later admitting it was tied to her struggles with anxiety, depression, and an autoimmune disease, lupus. In 2015, she revealed to the public that she had been diagnosed with lupus, a chronic illness that can cause severe joint pain, fatigue, and organ damage. The revelation was shocking to many, especially because Selena had kept such a brave face through much of her career. In 2017, her health issues escalated to the point where she needed a kidney transplant. Her best friend, actress Francia Raisa, donated one of her kidneys to save Selena's life, a gesture that at the time was painted as a beautiful act of friendship, though it would later become another source of drama. Meanwhile, Selena's music matured alongside her personal struggles. Her albums Revival 2015 and Rare 2020 reflect raw, emotional storytelling, touching on heartbreak, mental health, and the complexities of fame. Songs like Lose You to Love Me became anthems of self-empowerment, fueled by real-life heartbreak and healing. But despite her efforts to maintain a clean and inspiring public image, Selena found herself embroiled in multiple high-profile feuds and controversies. Her long-standing on-and-off feud with actress and singer Demi Lovato became a favorite subject for gossip sites. What began as a close friendship from their Barney days dissolved into passive-aggressive Instagram posts, subtle jabs in interviews, and public unfollowings. Another major controversy that shadowed Selena's career was her complicated friendship with Taylor Swift. Although they publicly supported each other at award shows and on social media, there were persistent rumors that their friendship was tested by the complicated web of Hollywood relationships, particularly those involving Justin Bieber, Taylor's public rival at the time. Moreover, Selena's involvement in social activism sometimes brought backlash. Though she often spoke out for mental health awareness, immigration rights, and Black Lives Matter, critics accused her of being performative or not doing enough behind the scenes. In 2020, during the height of racial justice protests, Selena handed over her Instagram to black activists, a move that was met with both praise and skepticism. At the same time, Selena faced intense body shaming, especially after her lupus medication caused her weight to fluctuate. She spoke out against the toxic standards of beauty in Hollywood, bravely sharing unfiltered photos and messages about self-love. However, not all reactions were supportive, and the online hate took a significant toll on her mental health. Through all these ups and downs, Selena Gomez remained a fixture in pop culture, beloved by many for her vulnerability, resilience, and relatability. Her fans admired her for openly discussing her battles with depression and anxiety and for using her platform to advocate for mental health resources. But as she would later reveal, the facade of strength sometimes hid a much darker reality, one that would nearly end her career, and even her life. As Selena Gomez entered her mid-20s, she tried harder than ever to reshape her narrative. In 2017, she executive produced the Netflix series 13 Reasons Why, a drama tackling teenage suicide, bullying, and mental health issues that resonated deeply with her. The show stirred massive controversy, with critics accusing it of glorifying suicide. Mental health experts warned about its potential to trigger vulnerable viewers. Though Selena defended the project, insisting its purpose was to spark honest conversations, the backlash marked one of the first times she faced real heat for a career decision. Behind the scenes, things were crumbling. Selena's lupus diagnosis, her kidney transplant, and the constant online hate were taking a brutal toll. After her transplant in 2017, it seemed like Selena and Francia Reisa, her kidney donor and longtime friend, would be bonded for life. The two gushed about each other in interviews, and for a moment, it looked like a true Hollywood fairy tale of friendship. But in 2022, cracks in their relationship surfaced. Selena, during an interview promoting her documentary My Mind and Me, made a statement that she didn't have many friends in the industry and only really felt close to Taylor Swift. Fans noticed the glaring omission of Francia's name. Shortly after, Francia unfollowed Selena on Instagram and posted cryptic comments that fans interpreted as directed at Selena. Speculation exploded. Was Selena ungrateful? Had fame changed her? Neither party fully addressed the feud, but it left a bitter taste among longtime fans. And then there was the perpetual storm involving Hailey Bieber. For years, the media pitted Selena and Hailey against each other, especially after Justin Bieber married Hailey just months after breaking up with Selena in 2018. The timelines were messy. Fans accused Hailey of stealing Justin. Others believed Selena and Justin's relationship had been toxic, and Hailey was unfairly blamed. The drama reignited in early 2023 when Selena commented on a TikTok that seemingly shaded Hailey. It snowballed fast. Hailey and her friends, including Kendall Jenner, posted a series of suspiciously timed Instagram stories that fans interpreted as mockery aimed at Selena's looks and struggles. Selena's fans launched a massive social media campaign to defend her, driving Hailey to disable comments on her platforms due to harassment. Selena, for her part, tried to calm the storm, urging fans to be kinder. But the damage was done. The Hailey versus Selena war became a full-blown cultural moment, drawing attention from celebrities, brands, and even other influencers. Memes, think pieces, and Twitter threads dissected every micro-interaction. Selena, despite publicly preaching kindness, couldn't entirely distance herself from the drama's gravitational pull. Meanwhile, Selena's professional life soared to new heights. In 2020, she launched Rare Beauty, a makeup line built on the values of self-acceptance and individuality. Rare Beauty wasn't just a celebrity cash grab, it resonated deeply with consumers. The brand's Rare Impact Fund pledged to raise $100 million for mental health services over 10 years. Within a year, Rare Beauty became one of Sephora's top-selling brands, and Selena was praised for creating products that celebrated real, unfiltered beauty. Her acting career also got a second wind. In 2021, Selena starred alongside Steve Martin and Martin Short in Hulu's Only Murders in the Building, a clever, offbeat mystery comedy series. Critics hailed her comedic timing and emotional depth, noting how much she had evolved from her Disney princess days. The show earned multiple Emmy nominations, and Selena, once overlooked as just another pop star-turned-actress, finally gained serious recognition in Hollywood. But despite her professional wins, Selena's personal struggles remained just beneath the surface. In late 2022, she released her documentary, Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me, an unflinching look at her battles with bipolar disorder, suicidal ideation, self-doubt, and chronic illness. The film was raw and at times painful to watch. Selena admitted to feeling broken, isolated, and at war with her own mind. One particularly haunting scene showed Selena breaking down in tears, confessing that she sometimes felt she wasn't good enough, not for Hollywood, not for fans, not even for herself. The documentary was praised for its honesty but also reignited public debate about celebrity vulnerability. Some critics questioned whether Selena was commodifying her pain. Others felt she was genuinely trying to demystify mental illness and offer hope to others who felt unseen and unheard. Throughout it all, Selena remained a paradox, wildly successful but deeply fragile, fiercely private yet startlingly open. Her Instagram account, once a glossy feed of fashion and red carpets, transformed into a mix of mental health resources, candid selfies, and raw confessions. At times, it seemed like Selena wasn't sure whether she was trying to lead a revolution or simply survive one. By 2024, Selena's place in pop culture was undeniable. She wasn't just a singer or an actress anymore. She had become a symbol of resilience, of imperfection, of the messy, complicated road to self-love. But the battles she faced, both public and private, were far from over. As 2024 unfolded, Selena Gomez appeared determined to turn a new page in her story, but Hollywood, and life itself, had different plans. Fresh rumors about Selena's love life erupted after she was spotted with music producer Benny Blanco. Fans were divided. Some were thrilled that she seemed genuinely happy. Others accused Benny of clout chasing. Selena clapped back in a rare series of fiery Instagram comments, defending her relationship and reminding everyone that her private life was, frankly, no one's business. It was a turning point for her public persona. For years, Selena had kept a soft, apologetic tone when addressing the media frenzy surrounding her. But now, she spoke with a quiet fierceness, a woman who knew she didn't owe anyone an explanation. Still, the pressures of fame remained relentless. Her ongoing struggles with lupus caused frequent hospital visits, and the side effects of her medications, including weight gain, fatigue, and emotional swings, became tabloid fodder. Trolls on social media continued to body shame her, despite her consistent, brave advocacy for body positivity. Selena's fans, often called Selenators, fiercely defended her. Yet Selena herself sometimes seemed tired of the constant battle between the real her and the version the public created. In interviews, she hinted that if it weren't for her love of storytelling, through music, film, and beauty, she might have left the entertainment industry altogether. Professionally, however, she was on fire. Rare beauty expanded into global markets, reaching milestones no one had expected. Selena's philanthropic efforts through the Rare Impact Fund made real, measurable differences in mental health resources for young people. She didn't just talk about change, she funded it. She built it. On the music front, she teased a return to the studio. Hints of a new era, darker, richer, more autobiographical, began to emerge. Selena admitted that for the first time, she was writing music without worrying about chart performance or radio play. She was doing it for herself. Meanwhile, Only Murders in the Building continued to dominate Hulu's ratings, with plans for multiple spin-off works. Hollywood insiders whispered that Selena was positioning herself not just as a performer, but as a full-blown media mogul, someone who could write, produce, act, and run empires all at once. Still, the shadow of controversy never strayed far. In early 2025, during an interview promoting her upcoming projects, Selena made a candid remark about Hollywood's obsession with youth and perfection. She criticized the industry's double standards, pointing out how women were expected to age flawlessly, stay thin, stay relevant, stay silent. Predictably, the headlines twisted her words, sparking debates about ungrateful celebrities and hypocritical feminism. Selena responded the only way she knew how, by telling her truth. On her Instagram, she posted a selfie, no makeup, no filters, with the caption, "I'm not perfect. I'm tired of pretending to be. If you're tired too, you're not alone." It went viral within hours. Millions shared it. It wasn't polished. It wasn't strategic. It was raw, human, vulnerable. Everything Selena Gomez had always been underneath the glitz. As of now, Selena is standing at a crossroads. She's no longer the bright-eyed Disney star, nor the tabloid headline waiting to happen. She's something more complicated, more real. A survivor. A fighter. A storyteller who is still learning to love herself in a world that makes it nearly impossible. And maybe that's what makes her so magnetic, not just her voice, not just her beauty, not even her fame. It's her refusal to be anything but heartbreakingly, defiantly human. Where she goes from here is still being written. But one thing's for sure. Selena Gomez isn't done telling her story, not by a long shot.